Hello, winners! How are you all? I'm sure in pink of health and high in spirits, isn't it? So, friends, I welcome you all once again on Let's Win channel that is committed to help you win in all the fields of life. If you find today's video to be meaningful and informative, then don't forget to hit the like button and please share it with all your acquaintances. Also, if you are new here, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the notifications of all latest updates of the channel. So, shall we start? I know you are eager. Let's proceed. Friends, these days every second or third person is struggling with something or the other. And 99% times these are the matters related to relationship, finance, or health. Have you ever wondered how to overcome these? Or did it ever come to your mind that, oh, I wish someone could have been there to tell me about my attitude in these situations? If yes, then you are at the right place. Today we'll be discussing about our mental states and how we may shift from one state to another, or how we may realize what the person in front of us is undergoing through. For this, we need to know that normally there are 10 states of a human mind. These are actually the emotional states that governs our conduct in day-to-day lives. Surprisingly, in each second we are wandering in one state or the other, but we don't even realize. For others also we become judgmental without knowing in which mental or emotional state they are. To start with, the state which is extremely low or at the bottom is the state where one feels nothing is left in my life. I'm finished. All is over. No hope left for me. The state of hopelessness or despair can be considered to be the state of hell, as a person really undergoes a lot of pain in his heart and a lot of burden on his mind. He may keep crying day and night, listen to sad songs, or stop being social, or even may lock himself in a room. It means the life force of this person becomes zero. Second state is the one where a person craves for certain things. It may be fame or any kind of pleasure that can never be satisfied. In this state, the person will be at the mercy of his own cravings, but won't be able to control them. Even if one wish gets fulfilled, there will be another desire waiting in queue, or there may be a craving to have more. Therefore, it can be considered as a state of hunger. Then comes a state where a person lacks in reason, morality, or wisdom. This life state is ruled by the law of jungle, where one fears the strong but bullies the weak. Did you ever notice how you talk to your boss and at the same time how you interact with the juniors or grade D staff? So shall we term it as a state of animality? I'm sure you'll agree. Next in line is a state where one is strongly attached to the idea of his own superiority. He wishes to surpass everyone at any cost. Such a person remains ignorant from others' perspective, or their emotions, or their caliber. For him, only he can be correct, and others don't have brain or skills. So it can be termed as a state of anger. These four states normally have destructive and negative traits to mark them. Therefore, it won't be wrong if we call them evil paths. Moving ahead, a person finds himself in such a state where he may use his ability to see the reasons and make calm judgments. In this state, the person tries to control his desires and impulses with reason. Also, he acts in harmony with the surrounding and people at the same time, aspiring for a higher state of life. For example, a youth wishes to go for a late night party but refuses the idea after a thought of how worried his parents will be. Or even if he wants to go, he thinks, what if he'll not be able to come back on time and his project remains incomplete? The most significant point is that when one encounters any negative conduct, he easily slips on any one of the evil paths. Then comes a state of joy and contentment. It may be when our desires are fulfilled, or we are relieved of any kind of suffering. Here we need to remember that this state of rapture or heaven is temporary. This also changes easily, especially with the circumstances. Let's take an example of purchasing a very expensive luxurious car. We are enjoying the moment and planning to distribute sweets in the locality, but some mischievous boys playing on the street become the cause of a broken headlight of our car. Can you be same happy as earlier? No. So from this temporary state, let's move to something more prominent. And here comes the state of learning. A state where one dedicates himself to create a better life and hence tries to gain knowledge and experience of others. This is much more positive state as one's focus is only about making his life better. Therefore, getting trapped in evil paths is not very easy. This may be working on any skills, trying to work on our health, or being more polished in our spiritual learnings. But definitely, this state takes us to a higher level. After this comes realization. Quite obvious, when you learn, then it's easy to see the truth from your own observations, effort, and concentration. So, this state of realization makes you more vigilant about your own conduct or behavior. Learning and realization can also be considered as two vehicles that help one to be inclined towards self-perfection and also being concerned about others' happiness at the same time. After this level, a state comes when one wishes to seek enlightenment and also helps others to achieve the same. Compassion is the most crucial element needed at this level. The one who starts thinking and working for others' well-being and happiness can be considered as a seeker of enlightenment. The one who has realized how actual and absolute happiness can be attained. But on the contrary, this state is the most slippery one. Many times such acts bring a sense of ego in the person, and he feels, look at me, how knowledgeable I am. I'm changing others' lives. Or, without me, who's going to work for society's welfare? Such thoughts, no doubt, will again bring you to the bottom. Final and the foremost state is a state of absolute completeness, purity, freedom, courage, and boundless wisdom. This doesn't mean you will be a special being, but it means you'll start working against and defeat the negative functions of life and transform all difficulties into a cause for growth. And believe me, the one who has learned to take every challenge or tough situation as a means of his own growth or success will never be broken by even the harshest storms of life. And the best part about all the states are that these all are not permanent. At any point of time, when we realize where we are dwelling, we may change it. Hoping to see all of you in 10th state more often and helping others also to be there. I'm again requesting you to please comment about the content. It's time to say, see you. Take care.